back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. I am that lucky prostitute that doesn't even have to really do her job because my 15-year-old client can't even get his dick hard. Drooby doo.
And I just want Rudy to get one dub, Sobroni.
Welcome to Waifu Wars. We're talking about everything anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. But not your waifu because she is trash.
Especially if your waifu Sarah.
Wow. Okay. Couldn't even wait. Wow.
No.
Oh. Not even a minute into it with the bad take. Yeah. So this was a week of anime and stuff. How you doing? How are you?
I have like really bad allergies, but I'm still here. How you doing?
And yeah, I'm doing okay, the best I can. You know, I'm feeling my spirits are up. I just talked to a friend for a while, and he was talking about how his cat hasn't been neutered, and now he's getting like really horny all of a sudden, and he went as far as trying to like have sex with his brother. And that to me is really hilarious.
That is a unique issue.
I've been making so many cat incest jokes. It's been a very creative hour and a half for me. So
we need an isekai where somebody gets reincarnated as a horny cat.
No, I don't think so. No, you can just watch that anime. You can just watch that anime of that dude who becomes a nasty that nasty dog anime.
Yeah, but that's not a cat. That's a dog.
Ew, I don't want
I want my cat representation.
And this is why people call you a furry, Oni. This conversation is exactly why they think you're a furry. You literally want to watch some pervy cat like try to do stuff with girls. Like yeah,
I didn't say anything about that. I just said we should have an isekai where someone gets reincarnated as a horny cat. I did not say anything else.
Okay.
Your imagination went wild.
I only said.
And mine was perfectly wholesome, rated E for everyone.
I only said I want a serial killer to walk in to the bank with the gun in his hand. I didn't say I want him to kill everybody. That's exactly what you sound like.
You filled in those blanks. That was not me.
Okay.
Not what I was going for. Pervert.
Great. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. I'm sure everyone will believe that story. Anyways, we're gonna get started with our new segment this week in anime. I'm gonna start off first. I had two pieces of news. First of all, according to Anime News Network, ReZero Anime's third season reveals the second teaser visual, which is cool because excuse me. First of all, Oni, how dare you open up Civ 6 while we're recording?
It's how updating. Dare you?
Updating. Okay, well, let me know
you maybe want to play it for like the longest time.
What?
You maybe want to play it since you were talking about it the other day.
That is true, and mind you, I think I'm over it. Like I just had that really intense thing, but now that I won, it's like, okay, well, now I'm just gonna bomb everybody to death. Like,
Well, that's how you play Civ 6.
What?
That's the point of playing Civ 6, to bomb everyone to death.
Quite literally. Poor Paris is literally burning. If you know, you know. Anyways, back to ReZero. I'm super excited about this because wherever the next season is, it has to do with the royal selection. You can see from the art, all the candidates were gathered. Plus Beatrice in the back? Question mark, is that Beatrice? I forget who that woman is in the back, but she's included as well. So they're all there for it, and it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be pretty fun.
Well, I gave my hot take on ReZero over the stream, so
right, yes. Season 2, a bit of a slog. I feel like it's not gonna be like this is not gonna be taking place in a snowy village forever. It's gonna be taking at the capital, which means probably watch it's gonna happen if he's gonna be looping. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, maybe they're probably like some kind of terrorist coup or plot or something like that. Either way, I'm excited for
I
it.
hope there's minimal Amelia, and I will be happy for it.
What? I don't know how. No, we're not getting into it. Anyways, excited for that. Second news. Uh, Adult Swim, Cowboy Bebop's Shinichiro Watanabe and Mappa produced new and original anime Lazarus. Have you heard about this anime?
Nope.
Okay, so like I said, it's being made by uh Watanabe, aka the guy who gave us Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, and Mappa. The fact that it's been him and Mappa working together, oh my god, like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So here's the breakdown of the story, the synopsis, if you will. The year is 2052. An era of unprecedented peace and prosperity prevails across the globe. The reason for this? Mankind has been freed from sickness and pain. Nobel Prize winning neuroscientist Dr. Skinner has developed a miracle cure-all drug with no apparent drawbacks called Hapuna. Hapuna soon becomes ubiquitous and essential. However, soon after Hapuna is officially introduced, Dr. Skinner vanishes. 2 years later, the world has moved on, but Dr. Skinner has returned, this time as a harbinger of doom. Skinner announces that Hapuna has a short half-life. Everyone who has taken it will die approximately 3 years later. Death is coming for this sinful world and coming soon. As a response to this threat, a special task force of 5 agents are gathered across the world to save humanity from Skinner's plan. This group is called Lazarus. Can they find Skinner and develop the vaccine before time runs out?
There's a new show coming out next year, or does it not have a
Yeah.
release date yet?
Let's see. Watanabe is attending the Tsunami on Green event on June 22nd. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't think they have a release date. No, they don't have a release date. But there was whatchamacallit, there's a clip on it on YouTube I saw, and typical God tier mappa animation. I don't know what the hell is going on in it, but it looked cool. So I feel like it's going to be super worth the wait. And yeah, I would go as far as to say that we're probably going to cover this on the podcast. Just from looking at the uh trailer or that little clip I saw of one animated part. I'm like, yeah, we're probably gonna cover this on the podcast. It's gonna have too much hype for us not to. And it's
Maybe.
Mappa.
We'll see. We shall see.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, what do you have for us, Sony?
The One Piece trailer dropped, the official One Piece live action series trailer. It's going to be releasing August 31st, so just a little bit over a month away. And it got kind of mixed reviews from what I've seen. I mean, they always get mixed reviews, honestly, but I will have to say this trailer was better than the first one that they released, the little teaser that they released.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm low key kind of, after watching it, like at first I was like, man, this looks garbage. Then I watched it again, and after like my third time watching, I'm like, actually, you know what? Kind of looks good. Kind of looks like it might be good. I think I might be a One Piece, but Netflix only One Piece fan.
I never thought it looked horrible. I mean, so the animation was like that's the only one that had me like sort of a choto, but I feel like the casting is pretty solid.
Yeah, the actors look solid. The line delivery was like. So here's the thing: it's really goofy and stupid, and the CGI looks really dumb and silly. but I feel like that's
But
the vibe of
One
One
Piece,
Piece.
right?
I'm
Exactly.
like,
It's supposed to look like
it's
that.
supposed to look stupid and silly, so I guess it works. Maybe.
And before the One Piece fans like yell at
Yeah.
us.
Either way,
Uh,
I will be checking out probably the first couple episodes to see,
yeah.
just in case. I will give my review on
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah. I might do it as well, only because Zoro is really hot. Nah, that's not the only reason, but it's one of the reasons for sure. All right. And now that we're done with our news, it's time for our weekly reviews. And we're going to start off with Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 3. Oof.
So we got some action this episode.
We sure did. Um, yeah, the big bad of the season was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm here," and kind of immediately he did what he came to do. All that time he was like, he walked around like he had a big pair, and sure enough, he made
He made a splash.
he made decent work of Gojo. I don't know if Suguru is about to suffer the same fate. But yeah, this is like the first time we've seen like Gojo like get his shit rocked. Like ever. Because this is a prequel and in the original he's already like got tier at that point, so
It was amusing seeing him get it like literally sliced up.
not it was amusing.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to see. I like I
Not
like I like competent villains, all right? So seeing the guy come in and just start whooping Gojo's ass is kind of fun.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, it would be boring if it was just like, I'm Gojo.
Yeah, but, I win.
If anything, I'm curious to see how like this complete failure of a mission is going to like changes how he moves, and if that has any, see how that helps him form into the man that he becomes in the original season or in the first season.
Probably. I mean, he kind of fucked up big time by letting
Exactly.
the guy come in and kill the girl. Which I kind of felt she was gonna die because they were giving her so much attention this episode. Like she had the flashback. They like they put her on a date with Gojo. I'm like, oh, she's gonna. I knew something bad was gonna happen to her. But I wasn't expecting her to just get shot.
Did a shot, right? I didn't think she was gonna die. Well, not this episode.
Yeah, I knew she was gonna die at some point. But yeah, this episode
Right.
was also that was top tier. Like they were playing the whole like
Yeah.
ending. That was a great thing.
The
They're playing
happy
the
music,
happy
like the music
ending
was,
theme, like dun, 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 dun. The guy was doing his vocals and shit. Then
and then
gunshot,
gunshot,
the
and
music.
just cuts.
The music stops.
Music was great. They had that one. I think it was like, was it the montage that was really slapping?
Yeah,
Slapping.
yeah. It had like the piano music.
Yes. The homeboy on piano went the fuck off.
Yeah, this was like his magnum opus. Like I put all my soul into this one piece.
Hmm. Yeah, it was this really good music, very good sound production this episode.
Yeah, it's top
Really,
tier.
really good at setting the tone for stuff. Um, yeah, that shit fucked me up. Man, and yeah, and Rico and Gojo are having such a good time too. Like they're just having fun, but his plan worked, like he said, and it's so funny because I didn't even keep it in mind when he was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make sure he just wears himself out," and then at the beach, um, Geto is like, "Hey, you kind of had your ability on this entire time. Would you like to take it off? Would you like to sleep?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." Well, not good enough.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I'm still mad the prettiest girl had to die.
Right,
Why?
I know. So sad.
Can I please have one pretty girl Jujutsu Kaisen? Just one, just please.
You can have the maid. Oh yeah, a very very good episode. It was like it was very much giving Madoka,
Yeah,
like the Madoka episode 3
yeah.
thing, where everything just goes wrong. It's like, oh god, this is the reality.
Wishes don't come true. You can't save everyone.
Okay, let's move on. Let's get it out of the way. Mushoku Tensei season 2 episode 3, which of course is my episode of the week.
It reluctantly is mine as well because it was a great episode, despite it being a horrible episode emotionally.
It was. I will say this is very wild for you know what? It's not wild because at first I'm gonna be like no, it is kind of wild. It's still wild that he has erectile dysfunction only because he's 15 and at first I argued in my mind that he's whatchamacallit, he's uh what's the oh right, yeah, he has the body of a 40-year-old, or sorry, the mind of a 40-year-old. And so what's so yeah, maybe I get it, maybe he's still in his head and blah blah blah, it's just not flowing, because stuff like that happens. Like, you get older, you think about certain things, it can affect your performance. Stress, makes your dick soft. Like that is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, homeboy's 15. Like, you know how many things made me horny when I was 15 without even me trying? Like, I could, like, literally if I bumped into a corner of a wall the wrong way, like,
Well, that's just how emotionally scarred he is. He's lost his entire sex drive. I mean, was he not like masturbating or anything? Did he not notice that his dick was not getting hard? I'd feel like I
right.
would
And that's
notice
like
that
the
immediately.
morning,
But wait a
like,
second.
right, like morning wood, like, is a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That was a little weird to me. But hey, I guess it can happen. Like, there are outliers, and he has experienced like a ridiculous amount of trauma. Like, not even regarding Eris.
Listen, I'm gonna say this now. I love Sarah, but I fucking hate Sarah. She's a I can't like she
No,
said
you
all
can't.
the worst possible things to him. Like I know she's not aware that she's like triggering him or whatever,
Obviously,
but still, me as a viewer
like,
watching
she
it, it's just
doesn't.
like,
She
can you
didn't.
stop
She
literally
literally.
saying every trigger word in his fucking dictionary, please? Thank you.
Okay, but he also, like, kind of just had some really not good moments. Like, the alcohol, unfortunately, made him
Well, that
backslide
happened
into being the.
afterwards. That happened after Sarah was a total bitch.
Okay, but imagine you're a teenage girl and there's a boy you like, and it's basically, for them, I would assume, the I don't know, the not even the 1800s, the 1400s.
Mm.
You know nothing about sexual education. You just know that the dick's supposed to go inside you. The end. So when you see that a guy can't get it up for you, and you all but bare yourself, like, you make yourself, like, her that hurt her pride. She's
Oh, I'm
like,
sorry. Was Rudy's pride not hurt when she like stormed off and was like, "Ah, you fucking worthless." Oh,
yeah,
this
of
was
course,
all
because
just a
she felt
lie.
slighted. Because she felt slighted
Yes,
first.
they both felt slighted and acted out immaturely towards the other one. Although Rudy was drunk, so
No.
I'll give him that pass.
And she was also drunk.
Yeah, she
So
was.
why
drunk
so where's
too.
her so where's
Fine,
her
then
pass?
They both get passes. Then you have
Right. Like, I'm not even mad. I don't even blame Rudy for when he got drunk and went off at Sarah. Well, I don't blame it. Like, that was just very unfortunate. That was just incredibly unfortunate. And drunk people say really stupid shit they don't mean.
I'm so mad. I just want Rudy to get it done. By the way, best girl in this whole episode was the
Prostitute.
prostitute. Yeah, Elise.
Yeah,
That
Elise.
was top waifu material. Like she was taking care of Rudy. She was like, "Oh,
Not
I'll
type
help
waifu.
you."
She's literally a prostitute. That's kind of her job.
Whoa! You're saying prostitutes can't be good wives? Sounds kind
I'm
of
just saying she was just
misogynist.
doing her. I'm just saying she's doing her
Sounds kind
job.
of patriarchal of you.
I'm saying she was doing her job. I'm sure she could be a great. I'm sure she could be a great wife, but she was just more or less just doing her job. You know.
Yeah, but she was very nice about it. So
Yeah. Well, if she wasn't, she wouldn't be doing her job. That's kind of the whole point.
she could be an asshole prostitute, but like, hey, give me the money and get the fuck out.
No, because that's not being a good prostitute. Like it's not. She's not even just a prostitute. She's a You know, prostitutes at that time. It's not just like
It's like a service
wham bam,
provider.
thank you, man.
Caretaker.
Exactly. Like
hostess,
she's part of a
brothel.
thank you. She's part of a brothel, and you know, prostitutes in a brothel. It's a little different. It's, as opposed to just like, yeah, give me put the dick in. Da, da. Like,
She's
yeah,
upscale.
that's not that's first. That's not yeah. That no prostitutes are like that really, because that would obviously turn a dude off in most cases. Yeah, if any of you have ever had a prostitute that was mean to you, you probably shouldn't go back to them.
If your prostitute
That's
is
just
mean to
me.
you, make sure you leave them a bad Yelp review.
Right, okay. Go on you know, never mind, let me not make that site. It's really so sad. Also, can we talk about how cute that outfit was? And it was so funny how you were like, "Why is she in this cute out? Why
It
is she
was
so
too
cute in this
cute for
outfit?"
her. It was too cute for her.
That still sounds so like that still sounds kind of.
That's
dickish
not
to
her
say.
vibe. It's just like knowing her personality. That doesn't strike me as her vibe. It's just like visually it works, but when you factor in her personality and style, it just doesn't work.
I think it's fine. I think she's cute. I think it's fine. There's nothing wrong with girls who are hunters who want to look
I think
cute
it's
for
cute
dates.
too. I think it was cute too. I mean, she ruined it by being a bitch at the end of the date, but still, I think it was
No,
cute.
she didn't ruin anything. Okay. um. Yeah. No. Well, first of all, First of all, Rudy. Hmm, I mean, I'm not saying he's like a terrible human being for this, but yeah, you know, I don't know. Maybe you know, never mind. I was gonna say something.
You're gonna try to kick
That's
Rudy
gonna
while
be
he was
fair.
down even more.
No, I was gonna say something like, "Oh, you know, how dare he have sex with this drunk girl?" But how whatever. You like, cause he wasn't drinking at all. He was just like, "Oh my gosh, she's gonna let me hit it." And yeah, that didn't work out so well for him.
I mean, I just want Rudy to win. Like, this season better not end without Rudy like fucking someone. Like, I hope Onis comes up and it's just
first
like,
of all, what is wrong with you? Why are you so? Why do you want to?
because I'm
like,
invested. I'm invested in Rudy getting.
How about if you were so invested?
He's a bro. He's a bro, and bros look out for other bros.
You know what? You know. No, you know what? I'm looking out for him as a bro. You know how I want him. I want him to heal from his trauma with Eris. That's what I care about.
And the symbolism of him healing from his trauma would be him sleeping with another girl.
Oh, clearly not, because it didn't work.
Yeah, so I mean, it would be like, I finally got over her. I can finally sleep with somebody else.
That's not how that.
It is. Okay. He can't get up because he's still worried about the stupid Eris drama.
Okay, well, I'm more interested in the act. Like, I'm not interested in him having sex. I'm just interested in him feeling better.
I am interested in both. I'm interested in him feeling better by having sex. I want him to get a dub. You're just hating.
I don't know. In my mind, I'm just like, I have this image of you literally just like I feel like you're like Rudy. Like, do you want to be Rudy's fluffer? I feel like you just want to be his. Like, I feel like you just want to give him.
I want to be his
I feel like you just want
wingman.
to
I
jerk.
feel so
You,
bad for him.
I feel like you want to literally jerk him off till he gets hard, and then he's
See,
like,
this is
and
why
then
you're, this is why you're a bad
take him to the
wingman.
vagina.
This
Quick,
is why you're
quick,
a bad
put him in the
wingman.
vagina.
You see,
Quick,
you
stick
see,
in his vagina. Quick, get it in there. Yeah.
You see somebody
and
suffering with like women trouble, and you're like, oh well, sucks to be him. Hope he never gets laid. Bye. And I'm like,
that's
oh my
not
God,
what I said at all.
that's
And
horrible.
that's not what
I hope he
said
can
at
get
all.
laid. Yeah, okay.
So,
Well,
so
it's
you
what
just lied.
It's what you implied. I
So
said,
you-
I hope he gets laid, and you were like, oh, why?
I just said I'm just saying that's a weird thing to focus on. I said I care more about him just getting better.
I care
That's
about both.
Okay, but I'm not saying I don't want him to get laid. I'm just saying I'm
All right, so then we're in agreement. We're in agreement. We want Rudy to get laid.
I don't care. I'm indifferent about that.
All right, if Rudy gets laid this season, I'm rubbing it in your face.
I'd go. and then she leaves him too.
See, you're an anti.
No, at this point, I'm anti you. I'm anti you, bitch, because you're doing a lot. I'm just
trying to support my man. That's all.
You're trying. You are riding his dick. Maybe you should just fuck.
Well,
Rudy.
you know what?
I think you should just. Fuck
I'm
Rudy.
the only one, apparently.
Yeah, apparently so. No one wants to fuck Rudy more than you, Oni, and that's a little.
Well, I'm here for my bros. All right.
I don't know why you want to take 15-year-old dick so bad. I don't know why you want to take 15-year-old dick so bad.
I want to see him succeed.
Get help.
I am his fan, and I want him to succeed in life. Not all of us are haters like you who want to kick him while he's down. He's gonna shine and make you look bad, so I'm here for it.
I'm ready.
No switching sides. No switching sides when it happens.
There's no such thing as us. There's no such thing.
I'm gonna remember this podcast for like 10 episodes from now when Rudy's living on top of the world, banging, I don't know, Roxy or somebody, and I'm like, wow, remember when you were hating on him so hard? And
Rudy is going to have sex again. He's going to have sex again. I'm just saying, I just want him to recover from all of his trauma first. Like, it's going to happen. Do I care that's going to happen? Not really. Unless it's like some beautiful love story. Well, not beautiful love story, but like good enough romance. And then he has sex with said person. Then that'll make me happy.
In all likelihood, it's probably Sophie.
Probably. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Because she's like the only one that he hasn't like looted or had sex with, so.
And I think he's gonna end up going to the school, so.
Yeah, so, and that's fine. I'm just saying you're a little.
I'm an ally who supports my friends. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You are a hater who kicks people when they're down.
All right. Well, that's fine. Oni's dick obsession aside. Yeah. What's his face? Sold that. Speaking of bros, he does a.
Yeah. So
he's very nice. Yeah.
Was not anticipating that.
Me neither. I did not anticipate that whole relationship. Even how it started was like crazy. Like Rudy started just like punching him, like the crap out of him. That was very. Yeah, I didn't expect that after the whole. Yeah, that's what I liked about this episode. There's a lot of things that I just didn't expect was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think Sarah was gonna get drunk enough to be like, "Oh my god, fuck me, Rudy." I didn't think Rudy was going to be like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." I thought he was gonna, maybe be a little uncomfortable because he's still mourning, Eris.
Mm.
But yes, I didn't expect that. Didn't expect him to not be able to get it up. The fight with Soldat, I didn't expect Soldat finally being nice and making up. Well, once Rudy started beating him up and he didn't fight back, I guess Soldat was like, all right, this kid's going through a lot. I didn't expect him to go to a brothel. Like, hello. Yeah, just a lot of things. A lot of fun twists and turns this entire episode.
Yeah, very
Mm-mm-mm.
unpredictable, which I love about the show.
Yeah, but I I will say though, I know Sarah was a bitch, and I guess that's why Rudy said what he said. But I'm just like, damn, that was rough. I don't know why he didn't like explain. I feel like he should have explained what happened to Sarah instead of just like, let me just get drunk and not deal with it. That's just something that's so weird about Rudy. It's like you're a grown ass
I mean, he's
man in a
still
boy's
immature. He
body.
wasn't.
Yeah,
It's like those 40
it's
years.
very weird. Yeah, exactly. He's still not right. I'm expecting the age thing to kick in terms of maturity, and I guess it did for like all of 5 seconds, and now we're just kind of in uncharted territory. Well, he is, I should say, in terms of woman essentially. Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool to see him navigate that in the future. Even though I feel like for the time being, that's not gonna be a thing because he left off with Soldat to go to the labyrinth.
Yeah, that part. I'm like, I wish he would have stayed just to like fix things
Me
with
too, right?
Sarah.
The big thing with Sarah, like to leave, seems like very cowardly.
Yeah, that
I mean,
sucks.
also no offense, no shade. I'm on brand for Rudy though.
All right, see now you can.
No, but Rudy
It
is
is
not.
on brand, man, but you don't need to kick
It
him out of
is
it.
exactly, but because Rudy could just like, yeah, Rudy's not the kind of person to be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. No, he's definitely time to like run from his problems. Um, so yeah, it's like, yeah, sorry, I'm gonna call him out when he did a bitch thing, like run away with his dude, bro. I'm saying if you act like this, all I'm gonna say, all you bros before hoes dudes,
I mean, he
there
did pick
is
bros
some
before us.
validity in that statement, but
I will also say Sarah
if
is not
this
entitled to an apology, so
that's fair. Okay, for the drunk, for that drunk rant where he went in on her, that as everyone in the literal show agreed, that's too much. Like literally a quote. You did
yeah,
too
she
much.
went too much on him too in the start of the episode. They both went too hard on each other.
Nah, it's no. Like he said some
Yes,
really
they went equally as hard on each other.
no. He said some really hurtful
And she
things.
said some extremely hurtful things to him.
Like what? All
Oh,
she
it
said.
was just obligation. I didn't really give a shit. I was trying to be nice to you. Oh, useless. Bye.
I don't think
In the
she
middle
said
of it,
useless. That useless part was
she
definitely
did.
you ad
She
libbing.
said she said something at the end. What was it? Because she said the same thing Eris said. Not useless. It was
I think she was like maybe I think she
I
said
think it
you're
was
the worst. The
was it?
worst.
No, I think she said worthless. Let me see. She
Oh
said
my
some
god.
shit. She said the same thing that or incompatible something. I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to look up the scene. Hold up.
Right. Guys, we're doing live research, so please bear with
So,
us.
but no, but she said some horrible shit to him. She it went both ways. I'm not giving her a pass. You
I
don't say
mean,
that shit to a guy. Look, shit, I don't like you or
what is
anything. Oh yeah, the
okay?
worst, the worst. That's what she said.
Yeah. Right. Uh. Okay, that's fair. If you feel that way. Excuse me. Also, two wrongs don't make a right? Question mark.
They
Like yeah,
don't,
like that. Like
but
she. Like I could say that she because she definitely, yeah, just saying all those awful things is bad, but um, yeah, if you could explain what happened to her, I'm pretty sure she would apologize back.
Yeah, I'm sure if they talked, they would have apologized to each other. That's the point.
Exactly.
But they
I think
won't.
apologies are owed on both ends,
But they won't. So
but they won't care because Rudy ran. Yeah. Anyways, that's enough for Mushoku Tensei. It was a good episode. Can't wait for next episode.
hmm
Up next, we have Undead Girl Murder Farce, episode 3.
my theory,
Mm-hmm.
and this is crazy, but
I mean,
I think it's the little girl and her maid.
you know, I know it sounds crazy, but because it's one of those things where it seems almost too obvious that's like one of the brothers.
Yeah, they were focusing way too much on them, and they're obviously really like red herring material because it's like,
Yeah, very
oh, one of the brothers
defensive.
was by himself for like, well, I went to go hunt. He was like, oh, I'll be right back, Dad. I'm going back into the house by myself. Bye. I'm like, that's too obvious.
Yeah. Um. And then of course the other brother Claude like threatening
Yeah. You think I'm a
Suguru.
killer? I'll kill you.
Mind you, Sugatu's a slight girl. um yeah, the flow of the dialogue in this is just so smooth. Like I feel like not a lot happened in this episode, but it still
Mhm.
felt like a complete episode.
Yeah. I do like the little banter that the duo have.
Yeah,
They're just
Sugatu
like,
and Aya.
yeah, they're just like fucking around like when they were in the forest. There was like fucking
Yeah,
telling puns and
having
laughing at each
fun.
other.
I love like you're doing it at the dinner table.
hmm
Yeah, joke is like, I'll lose some. If I ate any, I'd gain some weight, like
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, I like that. They're just very, very compatible.
yeah, they're fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. And I also like how I feel like this, especially this episode, made me very empathetic towards the vampires,
hmm
because the main vampire, I forgot what his name, aka Daddy Vampire.
Yes.
Yeah, he was just like, yo, I'm trying to be allies with the humans. We're not drinking human blood. We're just minding our business. And then he was like, I don't want to lose any of my family. I don't want it to be. I don't want one of my own family members to be
Mm,
the killer, and then I'm gonna have to kill them or something like that.
yeah. Well, we do know that the because that hunter showed up at the end, and he
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Oh, my other hunter buddy had an accomplice that was in the house, so it has to be one of the um, servants
Yeah.
because that'd be the only person that some hunter would cooperate with." And I feel like the old guy's too obvious, so it has to be. I feel like it's
Right.
the maid.
Especially when he tried to leave, and Homegirl was like, "No,
Yeah, you're staying here.
we're all staying here together. Thank you very much. Thank you so much."
Also, the maid and the daughter are the only two that have like that can corroborate each other's stories. It was like, oh, she's innocent because I said she is, and she's innocent because I said she is. Like, it's like prime sus. We're working together. Shit. Like, yeah, we're corroborating each other's stories.
Yeah, and also once again, her the way she died, it's giving. I know you, and
Yeah.
then
hmm I just see
yeah.
the daughter just walking in with a stake, like, mommy, psh, stab. I don't know why. The motive is the only thing I don't know.
Right, that part. The why done it.
hmm
But yeah. Yeah, not a lot to say about this episode. It was just very, very pleasant to watch.
Yeah, I love the mystery aspect.
Also, yeah, it's crazy how like Sherlock exists in this
Oh yeah, I
world.
forgot about that. Sherlock is just chilling somewhere.
Right, and she's like, I was like, no, I don't like him. He's weird.
I
And
really hope they run into
meanwhile,
each other.
right, meanwhile, I'm looking at her. I'm like, looking at her. Looks back at Tsugaru. Looks
Hmm.
back at her. Okay. Uh, yeah, no, they're fun. Good episode. All right, up next we have Dekiru Neko, episode 3.
This one was the most chill of the episodes.
Hmm.
This was the most slice of lifey one.
Oh my god, the whole. First of all, I was screaming when, like, at the beginning of the episode, he's just dragging her. Like, his POV of her was hard, was so like hard. He was like, "This idiot can't do shit." Like, it was.
Hmm.
He's just like so over her shit. Um, but I guess he's like okay with it because I don't know. She's just happy when he cooks. And I guess he's like one of those type of people. Like he's happy when people eat his food and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so great." No, there are people like that exist.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them, but they exist. I'm like, bitch, you don't like my food, you don't have to eat. You can starve. Thank you so much. Speaking of cooking, she's what's her name? Saku. Saku is like, I want to cook, and they start with literally egg rice. And I'm like in my mind, I'm like, yo, I feel like this is like Oni trying to in my mind. This is Oni trying to cook. And she's just like, wait, can we do something easier than egg rice? That made I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie, that like made me that kinda that like triggered me a little to see someone just so useless.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. She just kind of like feels like the helpless child and just stuck it out. It's like
She
I want to
literally
do something.
said, can we do something that like is can we do something easier than cracking an egg? I'm like, girl. I felt bad for the cat.
Yeah, I'm like, this cat's putting up with so much of her shit. No wonder he's so abused. He's like, oh, my master's worthless, piece of shit, can't do anything.
Right. And relatable.
Hmm.
And then you're like, oh, add some soy sauce. Dumps the whole thing. That's when I got mad. That's when I officially got pissed. I was like, how dare you? I was like, are you fucking crazy? How dare you? A whole thing of soy sauce?
Wasted the soy sauce and the meal. Yay.
Fuck. Damn, now I just realized I need to get some soy sauce
Yeah, I
soon.
also do some soy sauce.
Damn you, Sako. I also blame you for that.
She came in the house and just ruined your soy sauce.
Period. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm like, no shade. In my mind, that's how I imagine you struggle with
No,
cooking.
no. I can definitely crack an egg and make rice and not fucking drop an entire thing in my of soy sauce in my rice.
Right. Um. Oh, that bothered me. That's like bothered me immensely. I think this emphasize. I like me and the cat. We were in one accord. Like I was stressed out on his behalf.
Hmm.
Oh, but then it was a cute moment when he got embarrassed because she found the cookbook and he was like, "No, you know my secret," kind of thing, which is weird because most people get their meals from cookbooks.
Yeah.
Like, how else would you expect? Like, cat, how would we expect
He
that you would
just
know?
knows. He just intuits the
Right.
meals.
So that was it was a very cute moment. That he was just like illogically embarrassed about it. Because listen, baby, all the stuff that I can create or I can cook, all of it is from an online recipe or a cookbook. All of it, every single, well, not every single one. Like the Jamaican dishes are passed down from like my parents, but
Mm.
like for example, oh my god, like you know what? I feel like not enough people are gonna watch this to care. I just can't say this too loud because if mom hears me say this, she might be mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
But her very extremely popular baked mac and cheese
Mm.
from the Joys of Cooking cookbook. Joys of Cooking. I think that's Julia Child.
Mm.
Yeah, she got it from a cookbook, and her mac and cheese is the belle of the ball. Even as we speak, she has to cook some for her church
Mm.
this week. So, you know, if that isn't a measure of how good it is. But yeah, she got it from a cookbook. She just happens to be a really good cook.
Yeah, it's mostly just like experience and knowing where to get the recipes from.
Yeah. So switching gears. Well, speaking of cracking eggs and wasting them, in the next segment, it just shows Yukichi. I don't know. He's like trying. Is this one of those days where everything just kind of goes wrong for him?
Mm. Oh yeah.
Like his tail gets messed up. He stubs his foot. The laundry
I
gets messed
cringed
up.
at the tail thing because I'm like, oh, I've done that 70 times, right? Because at least step on my cat's tail.
I've never stepped on my cat's tail, like ever. I mean, you were a child, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I've stepped on Kyrie. No, did I step on Kyrie's tail? Not that I remember.
Oh well, if you did, the bitch deserved it.
Cats be having their tails in some weird ass places out in the fucking open. Like they don't, like people aren't walking through the walkways and shit.
That's fair. I don't know. My friend has two cats. I never stepped on their tails yet. At least not to my knowledge. I hope
Yet.
I didn't.
You'll know because they'll scream and.
Right, exactly. um, but then that segment ends nicely because um Saku gets on live TV and she's like, "Yeah, my person at home who takes care of me, who isn't my boyfriend,
Mhm.
he is great." And I guess that really warmed his heart. And then he cooked like this luxurious meal. I'm just like, once again, where's my cat house person, housekeeper?
Mhm.
Where are
I
they?
wish I had one. I'd pay $1 million for Yukichi.
Not $1 million.
I would for that kind of housekeeping.
You can just get cheaper housekeeping at that
I
point.
don't even think a housekeeper. First off, if I got a housekeeper, they wouldn't be a fluffy cat. So
I
automatic
think
points
I
off.
okay. So I guess you really are okay with the cat hair being everywhere.
Yes,
Oh,
I want a
I mean,
comfy
he'll
cat.
probably. I mean, he
Did
probably
you
would just
see how
clean it.
comfy Saku looked at the end where she was laying on the bed and the fucking cat was
Oh,
behind? That looked
that was
comfy as hell.
okay. So you're just paying for that.
Yes.
It's mostly that because you know.
It's like 75% that.
I mean, I feel like it's more. I feel like it's 90% that. Only because if you said it's 75% that, that means you'd pay 250,000 for just a normal top tier housekeeper, which is also insane to
Mm.
me, and I don't think you pay that much. Thinking suspicion, you would not pay that much.
If I had millions of dollars, I would. As a one
I
time fee.
wouldn't. You mean like till the end? Oh, like you're just mine for the end of time,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yes, like that.
I mean, I guess if you have money, like they would, they have to go through like it would have to be like 3 interviews by like 3 different people, and that's before I interview you, and then for like a month trial, and then only then will I be like, okay, maybe you're good. For $250,000, girl, you like You better.
You apparently don't know how much housekeeping costs.
I've had my house cleaned more than once. I mean, I guess for a whole
Like a
housekeeping
live-in
service.
housekeeper who does everything is
Yeah,
crazy.
that is probably true. Yeah.
Also, what the fuck with her job at the end of the episode where it's like, oh, I'm
Oh
literally
yeah,
sick.
he's sick with a high ass fever. Oh, come in half day,
Yeah,
girl.
just
Kiss
come in
my
at one.
ass.
Like, no, how about I just don't come in, huh? How
I'm
about this is not a
that part.
negotiation?
Right. I'm not asking you. I'm
I
telling
am
you.
informing you that I'm not coming in today. Goodbye.
Right. Click.
hmm
But yeah. Her sleeping on Yukichi. Oh, that was adorable. That was a very cute moment. I love that.
Yes.
Ah, good show. Good show.
Very fun episode. Very comfy.
All right. Up next,
Comfy, wholesome cat.
yeah, very comfy. Yeah. Up next, we have Dark Gathering, episode 3.
Was this comfy and wholesome for you?
No. Um. I I feel like I got a little confused, but or maybe I tried simplifying it too much for it to make sense in my brain. Like it basically she through her blood or skin or nails or whatever. She the spirits possess the dolls.
Well, the spirits possess the dolls regardless, but if she puts her blood or nails or anything in there, then any damage that would have been done to her goes to the
Right.
dolls.
And I guess that's reason enough for them to like attack.
Well, they attacked the finger because they were pissed that that ghost hurt her so much because they felt that pain.
Oh, right. They hurt her so much. Oh, okay. So she wasn't in pain. But she did have a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the 3 that were ripped up, and that just made everyone mad because right. Then they fucked them up, and then she's like, "Bitch, you can be mine." Or I love that. Yeah, I did love at the end where he was like, "Give it to me," and she was like, "No, bitch, ask nicely."
And clean
like,
the
"Please."
blood. Clean, don't
And yeah, and then clean the blood. I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, that's some kind of boss bitch shit.
Yeah, I have not mentioned, I don't think earlier, but I love Yayoi's badass moments like that. She's just so fucking cool.
Agreed. That's one good thing I really like about this. I don't know. Other than that, like the episode was like okay.
It's mostly just establishing the premise that the dolls are basically like extra lives for her,
Right.
and what her whole purpose is, which is basically Pokemon. Go around collecting the spirits, train them, be the very best to kill the other spirits, the gym leader spirits.
Literally that. Yeah, I just hope that I don't know. I still just want still a little more scary stuff. Like I like that at the end, like where the spirit like gets ripped apart by the other spirits. That stuff I like. Everything else is kind of just like, oh, it's a ghost, so my ghost babies. Ooh.
I will say the show is going to take a while before it gets to the really scary stuff. Most of the first half of the show is going to be like that. It's going to be like more like creepy. Ooh, this is a ghost baby. Ooh, there's a haunted, I don't know, telephone. But once like all the like, because not even all the characters are introduced yet. Once we get all of that stuff, then it starts getting into the whole like, oh, here's the serial killer fucking axe ghost who just rips people's face off. Then it gets scary.
Well,
But there is a degree, a scale to the ghosts.
Gotcha. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm already ready for it. All right. Up next, we have Helck. Episode 2. Yeah, Yeah, episode 2. Um, this episode it was definitely more on the comedic side, which I appreciated. Um, the beginning where they sabotage the horse and they give him the little dog essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's just like, "F it, I'm just gonna run with the dog." And at some point, he like picks up the dog and starts running. Um, I think it was cool that at the end of the race, even though Helck won, the other demon dude was like close behind him,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to him being like, "Haha, I'm the best at everything ever." Because the guy was like, "Yo, if you would have just gone ran like I did from the start,
Yeah, you would have won.
you would have won." And I think he's right because he caught up to him so quickly.
Mm-hmm. It should have just been a foot race to begin with, to be honest.
That part. I mean, but how would they sabotage him?
Break his ankles.
Oh, they can't. They can't hurt him. Remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that part where they trap the bridge, where they like kind of fuck up,
Mm-hmm.
and they like blow it up before the trap could be laid, and then she's like, he's gonna get around in some other way, and he just like jumps and he just flies across the bridge. Oh, that was funny. And we get a new character, Azudra, which is her colleague slash boss question mark. She's Vermilion is filling in for him, but he also has a gag, the gag of I'm on the verge of death and I'm coughing up blood and dying.
Mm-hmm.
No, but a bunch of gags you normally see in anime, but you know they're all funny enough that I enjoy them. I do love the twist at the end where it's like, hey, what about a match? Just have them take out the angels. Oh, excuse me, the winged arm knights.
Yes, kill the not angels in the castle.
Right. So I'm actually super looking forward to the next episode. I hope the action isn't too cheap, you know?
Mm.
Like, it's not just like flash, bang, pow, that kind of animation.
I hope not. I feel like it might be though.
Yeah, like I won't get my hopes up, but it'd be nice if that was the case. All right, up next we have. Is this the last one of the night?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yep.
last but maybe least is Masamune Revenge.
So
Masamune
this
no
is not
Revenge
your
R,
episode of the week.
episode 3. No, actually, it wasn't. It wasn't bad. It was just. I'm just like. I'm kind of just like, okay, let's get to the part where he finds out that it was her, which they got to towards the end. So I'm like, yay! Thank you for not keeping that, making that a thing for like another
15.
episode or
They're
two.
not school rumbling it too hard.
Yeah. Let's see things I liked about this episode. I liked Fujinomiya. Like she's still trying to like kind of nudge Masamune away from this stupid revenge plot. She's like, no, don't do it. Let me be super hot and hold on to you. But then they got interrupted because uh, Muriel's brother's mafia gang surrounded him and whatnot. But it was cool because after reading it, he was like, he really started to question, like, is that how it happened, or is that just how I believed it? And then because I just bought it because I was so young.
Yeah, it's kind of good. It's interesting to see like the how they remember or recall things from their youth, and it's kind of just like blurring together. And now they're just starting to pick it apart. I'm like, wait a second, this doesn't make any fucking sense for her to be like that.
And speaking of picking things apart, Gaso is doing Gaso things.
Mm-hmm.
She is I don't know how to refer to your gender. But yeah, she is doing a good job playing See the Descent. Um, yeah, like that moment where she's like, "You should stop hanging out with Masamune," and like her eyes kind of like glossed over a bit. That was good. That whole point where, and she was so messy. She was very messy this episode. Between that and with Aki's little click, he showed a picture of Yoshino and Masamune together. So that's gonna make them hate him even more. So yeah, he's planting the seeds for sure, trying to get her away from him.
Yep.
So I like that, and then and yeah, and I liked how at the end when he exposed her, it was like very sound logic. He was like, she doesn't remember calling me pig's foot like ever. But you do. It's almost as if you said it.
Yeah, expert detective work.
Right, like you know it, but she doesn't. But she remembers everything about me. I'm like, that's actually pretty sound logic.
It
Yeah.
is. I just hope he confronts. Well, he probably won't confront Aki about this, but it'd be cool if he did.
He will. Episode 10 or 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking to see the fall between Masamune and the Yoshino. That's gonna be big.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's gonna be like, oh, so you're the reason why I hate this girl for no reason, and you knew.
Great. I gotta see more of my favorite characters taking L's next week. Yay.
I mean, to be fair, it was Yoshino's fault.
Yeah, but who cares? She's cute.
Everyone, Aki does. When Aki finds out, I wonder how Aki's gonna react when she finds out.
Leave my girl alone. She's
No,
trying to redeem herself.
Is she?
I mean, I assume that's why she's been so nice to him this whole time.
I mean, she's trying to get him to going along with a plot to like
get him with Aki to make up for what she's done,
so he can break up with her, like because of something that she did and she lied to him about.
I like to think that she was genuinely trying to get to.
That's like saying. Because
I don't remember.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you kill. I'm gonna help you find your mother's killer.
Does she
and then
know
you frame
about that?
someone, and then you frame someone for killing your mother. But meantime, it was you all along.
Does
like,
Does she know that he wants to break up with her after he gets with her? I don't think she does. I just think she thinks he wants to get with her, and she knows who he is.
You're right. Maybe I'm not sure about that part. You're right. You have a point. I don't think he told everyone about it.
Yeah.
I think Fuji no Miya knows. Obviously from the scene that they had together. I really hate when they put like I'm so sick of these romances where the best girl is like right there, but he's gonna end up being with fucking Aki.
I hope not.
Like, ugh, so good. No, but you know what's gonna happen.
I feel like he won't end up with anybody. There's gonna be an ending where no one gets with anybody. It's gonna be even worse than you expect.
Oh, maybe we'll see. Well, with that being said, that is the end of the weekly reviews as well as the end of this podcast. Only if you be so kind, take it away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the Waifu Wars podcast, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you can catch every episode as we go every week. you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party on Discord. You can even become a channel member or patron and join us for our weekly live watches. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
So I was gonna say this as a part of the filler arc, but it's so small it's not even that important. And I just really remembered it as we're closing out. Um did you I actually started watching the vending machine isekai.
I saw a couple episodes. I
Yeah.
saw a couple of scenes from a couple of episodes.
No, I watched it. It's very cozy. It's obviously stupid because it's a vending machine and an isekai, but it's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I
It's
might
fine.
I might give it a watch if I have nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd recommend it if you just want something really you turn your brain off and just totally suspend your disbelief in literally every way humanly possible. Then yeah, go for it.
All right. And on that note, this has been Soroni, and
Juvie do.
we'll catch y'all next week. Later.
Bye.